All right, everybody, welcome to this weekly affiliate roundup. This is for the week of December 4th. What I thought I'd do this week is cover a couple of things. First is a exercise that I like to do on a daily basis, which is I like to come over here to Reddit, and I like to click on top right here, and I usually just put in the past week. This gives me all the top stories for the past week. I like to come through here and look at anything that I think I could use for an affiliate offer. There are tons of them. This one, for example, right here, it's pretty funny, but it's Elon Musk. It says, become so rich that your hairline comes back. I mean, you could easily tie something like this into a hairline offer. People appreciate humor and things like that. So again, there are tons of angles to be found here on Reddit, and there are tons of different things that you could do as well. These are also just great for attracting people to your pages and things like that. You see here 2.7 GPA with this vanity tag. That would be good for like auto insurance offers and things like that. You could write tons of articles about this. Like I said, even with this Elon thing, you say, how did Elon grow his hair back? The mysterious way Elon grew his hair back. What I would do is I would find out how he actually did it, which is I'm assuming surgery. So I would write about that. And again, if you can find a story that's real, again, we're not writing fake stories here, we're writing real stories that's real. You could talk about that, but you could say, hey, but there's an easier way. There's this magical pill that stops your hair loss. Just again, going through Reddit, like I said, I find tons and tons of things. If you're in e-commerce, by the way, of course, if you could find something like this, I'm sure people would love to buy that. So again, it's a good place to come to look for what's trending. I come here all the time, every single day, really. I probably spend way too much time on Reddit, of course, but it's a great place for angles, again, as long as you're keeping angles in mind. Next, this week, I think what I'd focus on is, of course, the Bitcoin craze. Of course, cryptocurrencies have been going crazy for over a year now, but I think there's a lot of money to be made affiliate-wise here with the Bitcoin craze. Number one, with review sites. Normally, I would steer clear of review sites. I'm not a big fan of trying to rank something, and I'm very impatient. I don't want to wait time, and I don't want to put the time in to just wait for something to happen. Having said that, I think that number one, there are tons of offers in this arena already. There are things like this right here, which is Coinigy, which is just a kind of like a charting thing. I believe that they have some sort of payout system, and they have an affiliate program. There are companies like Binance, which is an exchange for cryptocurrencies, and again, you can get paid out in Bitcoin, which is really cool, through Binance as well. So I think that it's wide open. There are tons of products, there are tons of things to sell. I mean, just do a quick search of crypto affiliate. I mean, you'll find tons of stuff that you could potentially sell on a review site. And what I'm going to encourage you to do is read the Gaps/ViperChill article down below, where he talks about a ranking method using dates. And I think that if you did a review site based off of the cryptocurrency kind of explosion here, and you did it based off of 2018 and did like 2018 reviews of all these things, you could probably do very, very well very quickly. And I think that there's a lot of room. There aren't very many good sites out there on any of these cryptocurrency things yet. So here you go. I'm giving you free money right now. All you have to do is go out and build it and put in the time to make it happen. Next, if you just want to go the affiliate route, of course, there's tons of security things. We talked about this earlier in one of my earlier videos, where I said that, for security, if you have like a security app, for example, you could target people with Bitcoin. A lot of people keep their wallets on their phone, which is super dangerous. And you could say, hey, protect your phone from, potential hackers who could steal all your Bitcoins if you target people with Bitcoin. Again, you're going to want to make it a little bit more attractive than that. You're gonna have to doll the angle up a little bit, but that's a great way to do it. Software, of course, again, for the computer, a lot of people keep Bitcoins on their computer, or have wallets on their computer, basically. So again, security software, any of the security software offers that are out there. And next, hardware. There's tons of hardware things like this right here is a Ledger Nano S, and I do believe they have an affiliate program. Trezor is another one that has an affiliate program. Again, you could probably sell these outright right now. I mean, I think they're selling like hotcakes, so you could probably just, probably put up like a quick little review, and you'd probably do pretty well. You could probably send paid traffic to that. You wouldn't have to go this route right here, which is kind of just waiting for something to rank. But I think you do really well with that. And then next, a more advanced technique would be build some simple tools people want for crypto. I've noticed that there are a lot of tools that people want. For example, this right here is just a simple calendar, and it just lists like all the things that are happening. A lot of people are are trading cryptocurrencies based off of the news, and this kind of gives them, all the news at a glance, and it tells them all this other stuff. There are tons of other tools that I can think of that you could build, that you could even have somebody build. Probably, I don't think something like this would be very expensive to build at all. I think you could do this very inexpensively and probably find somebody on Elance or something like that, or whatever they call it now, Upwork. You could hire somebody to do it, and I say here you could sell it or you could keep it. I would keep something like that. Again, I think there's a lot of room to grow. If you want to have a couple of quick ideas on how I would promote something like that, I think Twitter is a great place because a lot of these cryptocurrency people right now are all over Twitter. So again, if you build some sort of tool, I would be pushing it out on Twitter, sharing a lot of good content, putting out there. Also YouTube as well. Just a little end note here about cryptocurrencies, and if you're thinking about promoting this, I think that there's also a lot of room to be very controversial in the space. Because I think that a lot of people are walking on eggshells for a lot of reasons. It is dealing with finances, but for example, there's a company called BitConnect, which I happen to think BitConnect is a giant scam myself. People, yes, I do understand that people are making money with BitConnect, but it just doesn't make sense, and I don't see how it can be profitable for the long term. So, for example, very few people are talking about the fact that BitConnect is a scam. If you were to set up a channel and you were to talk about this, you'd get a ton of hate, but you'd also probably get a bunch of love as well from certain people. And again, it could just make you different and could make you stand out. So again, if you're thinking about doing something in the cryptocurrency space, that's what I would do. I'd go the controversial route, and whether you're doing that on YouTube or whatever. So that's that. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today for this week's angles. Again, I am planning on doing daily videos of, I actually do this for a living, unlike a lot of other people who teach this stuff. So I have been a little bit busy, but I'm working on a backlog of videos, putting a lot of stuff up. As always, if you have questions, just leave them down below. I'll be happy to do videos on them and kind of sprinkle them in throughout the content. But that's that for this week. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.